Today's lecture 12 of Basic Electronic is about full wave rectifier part 3. So welcome to our channel Classfly Community. Today is the part 3 of our full wave rectifier. So today we will know about form factors, efficiency, PIV and ripple factor, right? So if you haven't watched the part 1 and the part 2 of the full wave rectifier, please do watch and come to this lecture. Then you can understand perfectly. See, form factor gives us the information of the waveform. It says that how is the waveform working, or it gives the information about how is the waveform now. See, form factor is the ratio of the VRMS or by V average, or we can say V average as VDC, okay, or we can say as the ratio of between the IRMS or by the I average, okay. We know that VRMS is equal to Vm by root 2. We have done this in a part 2 of full wave rectifier, right? And VAC is equal to 2Vm, wait a second. Yes, this is the VDC is equal to 2Vm by pi. I have said V average we can state as VDC, right? So we will put VRMS as Vm by root 2 and V average or VDC as 2Vm by pi, right? So we know that Vm gets cut, but before that we can write Vm by root 2 like this, and this pi will go up, right? So pi by 2Vm, it's done. Now Vm gets cut, so we get pi by 2 root 2. Whenever you solve this one, you will get form factor is equal to 1.11, okay? So now let's see how ripple factor. What is basically ripple factor is? See, this is the important factor for the rectifier circuit. Rectifier circuit, this is the most important factor. This will state us how much ripple happens. It represents percentage of AC component of rectifier output. Okay. See, we denote ripple factor as gamma. Okay, and we know that this formula, that is, it is the form factor square minus 1, right? And we can also denote it in percentage. For percentage, we have done multiplication into 100, right? We know that form factor of full wave is 1.1, right? We solved just now. So whenever you will solve this, you will get 48.1% of AC component. And if you don't want the percentage, then the ripple factor will be 0.48, okay? Now let's solve the efficiency for the full wave rectifier. We know that the efficiency denoted is as eta. Yes, eta percentage, and this is the ratio between the output DC power by input DC power into 100. Due to the percentage, we have done the multiplication with 100, okay? See now, output DC power here means that it is the current DC, okay? We know that how it is current DC into R. See, we know that power is equal to I square R, that is the current and the current square and the resistance between these two multiplication, right? See, whenever we put this power, so for the DC power we wrote this, for the output DC we wrote it I square DC R, and for input DC we wrote as I square RMS R into 100. So we cut R by R, right? We know that IDC is equal to 2Im by pi. We have done in the part 2 of the full wave rectifier, right? And IRMS equal to Im by root 2. Perfect. Now we will put this equations here. That is, if we do square of IDC, what we get? 4I square M by pi square, right? And if we do I square RMS, we get I square M by 2, right? Because root over square means root gets cut, right? So we cut the I square M, and then we get 8 by pi square into 100%, right? Whenever we solve this, we will get the efficiency as 81.13%, okay? So now let's move on to our peak inverse voltage, which we always known as PIV. See, this is our peak inverse voltage. Before going to this circuit, let's make a circuit like this. This is a center tap, right? So like this we made, So this will be a diode because we are using two diodes, right? And this is a load resistance and this is another diode. Okay, so see here in this one we will do reverse biasing. That has been done here. We will remove these two diodes and we will make it as open circuit, which have been done in this circuit. We have done it the open circuit, and as we will be doing reverse bias, then this terminal will be minus and this one will be positive, right? And then the similar thing, this one will be minus and this one will be positive, right? The same thing has been done here. For solving this circuit, we will use the Kirchhoff's voltage law. What is the Kirchhoff's voltage law? See, the Kirchhoff voltage law is that whenever we are moving from positive to negative, we will use the sign minus, and whenever we are moving from minus to positive, we will take the sign as positive. So see, if we take this ADFE, that is ADFE, if this is the loop, if we take, then the current is moving from this direction to this, right? So the V0 is moving from positive to negative, right? V0 is moving from in this direction, right? That is positive to negative. For positive to negative, what is the sign? Minus, right? So we will denote V0 as minus V0. And Vm is moving from right negative to positive. For negative to positive, we will denote it as positive. So our Vm will be positive. So we get the equation as V0 is equal to Vm, which is the equation 1. Now if we take the loop BEFC, that is BEFC, the current is moving in this direction, right? So as it is moving in this direction, that is V0 is moving from negative to positive, we will take the positive sign. We have done this positive sign, that plus V0. And in here we have to need to find this PIV, right? So as it is moving in this direction, that is positive to negative, we will take it as minus sign, so it will be minus PIV. And Vm is also moving from minus to positive, so we will take the positive sign. So what we get as an equation 2, Vm plus V0 minus PIV equal to 0, right? We know that V0 is equal to Vm. So if we take this as Vm, so we get 2 Vm, right? If we solve this equation, then if we move this 2 Vm here, if we keep this 2 Vm here and we take this PIV here, we get this equation, that is PIV equal to 2 Vm. So what is a PIV? That is a peak inverse voltage, where peak inverse voltage is greater than equal to 2 Vm. So we come to the end of our full wave rectifiers part 3, and this is the whole completion of your topic full wave rectifier. Yes. So till then, be happy and have a very great day. Till then, good luck. Bye. Now it's the code time. Big fish eat little fish. I think all of you understood today's lecture, and thank you for watching. Wow, that's impressive! You have completed a magic today. For more videos, subscribe. Join our Facebook group and Instagram page for group discussion and live Magus videos for exam preparation in an hour. We start at class-like community for students to learn from a friend in a simple way and support them in their own languages. If you are willing to be that one friend who saves us at the exam night preparation, then please join us by visiting classfly.in.